Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Empower Your Voice Beyond Talking into a Microphone with your host, Lillian Caldwell. Do you know that body language is not the only type of language one conveys? When you're speaking, your voice tone is your body language. Your voice tone is what clues in your potential listening audience as to how the podcast host feels inside. I'm pretty sure that when you're working on schoolwork or you're reading a book or even watching that all important football game, your concentration is focused on what you're doing that's in front of you. Not peripherally, but target. Your voice works the same way. When you get on air, whether it's video or audio, your voice is either working tandem with your body language for the video, or it's just your voice on the audio. What do I mean? For example, if you're in school and you're sitting at your desk doodling and daydreaming, you're not aware of what the teacher or your fellow classmates are discussing. So when you're called upon to give the right answer or to give your opinion, you don't know what's happening around you. So startled, you look up and say, "What? Did you call me? You want my opinion?" And then you scramble to your feet, stand by your desk and go, "Well, and then you start, right? Well, what is, in addition to your body language, what your body language is telling the teacher, what is your voice telling the teacher? A, I'm not paying attention. B, I'm off in my own little world. And 3, you're startled. So you don't know how to react with your voice. It doesn't come out calmly. It doesn't come out that you're aware of what the discussion was surrounding you. And 3, you're not focused, tuned in to what is being discussed. So your voice, of course, is at once accusing, unawareness, but more importantly, it's telling the teacher that you don't really give a damn. You got more important things to do, like doodling and daydreaming and not paying attention. And that's why you have detention after school, or that's why you get sent down to the principal office, or worse, home with a note from your teacher saying, "Harry Bouva wasn't paying attention during history class today. This is the 5th incident this week. Please come in at 10 o'clock through Thursday morning, and we'll have a little discussion about your son's or daughter's inactivity." Well, folks, the same thing can happen when you're a podcast person. Because when you do your podcast, the audience is listening intently to what you're saying. Now, the original definition of podcasting meant 15 minutes or less. So you really needed to make sure that your voice was in the proper tone phrase. So when you delivered your presentation on whatever topic you chose to discuss that day, the audience would get a sense that, A, you're passionate about it, 2, you care about it, 3, you want to share it with them, and 4, this is a call to action for them to become involved with whatever you're sharing with them. So the next time you get online and you do your presentation, and folks, if you want to read it, that's fine. But practice reading it first. People think anybody can get up and read from a piece of paper. Have you ever watched the candidates, the political candidates, speak, whether they're in session, in chamber, giving a speech, or the State of the Union, for example. How did President Biden handle it? He read from a stated, written down type script. But you'll notice that his voice most of the time remained calm, matter of fact, and fierce for when he shared his vision for America for the year 24-25. Why? Because they spend a lot of time practicing how their voice pitch, voice tone, voice timbre is going to come across and be met by the general overall audience, not only in the United States, but universally and up to the space station, of course. When you prepare your presentation, whether it's on video or specialized podcast platform / app, or you're going to do it on the phone, or you're going to do it directly into a microphone, you have to modulate your voice, which means that you have to decide what tactic and what technique you're going to use when you do your presentation. You just don't open your mouth and jump in with both feet. Podcasting, you have to be right on target, hit the bullseye the first time around. So, what do I mean? Today, my name is Junior Washington, and I'm going to present a topic on how to chop down a cherry tree. Okay, you tell me, does that sound interesting? Do you think it would draw an audience? Do you think it will hold an audience? Versus, hi, my name is Junior Washington, and all through the generations, my family has this myth. And when I was 10 years old, I took my father's axe, walked up to his prize-winning cherry tree, and chopped it down because the wood was supposed to be really, really good for burning, fragrance filling the whole log cabin. I bet your booties you'll go and turn into this last one than the first one. Why? Because his tone is inviting you in. So the next time you decide to do anything, doesn't have to be a podcast, when you're talking to your parents, grandparents, a teacher, even to a best friend, make sure your tone is telling them exactly what you're feeling inside. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how many times you explain it, they won't have a clue. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. Stay tuned. More episodes on empowering your voice will continue between the hours of 9 and 10 a.m. So come join me, and join me again on April 2nd, which is a Tuesday, and on April 7th, which is a Friday. And the one on Tuesday starts at 7 p.m. Eastern, and the one on Friday starts at 4 p.m. Eastern. If you want to register for the free masterclass, Empower Your Voice, email me at pwrnetworkllc@gmail.com. Put down your name, your email, and your cell phone. That's all you need to do. You will receive an invitation instructing you where to go and view and join us. It's an interactive masterclass on empowering your voice. Then on Friday, we repeat it all over again and the same thing. So please sign up and learn all the many facets of empowering your voice. Thank you and have a great day.